Hot news for Yankees fans. Did you know the future of the franchise could be closer than we think? In today's episode, we'll talk about the rise of a promising star, the team's movements, and the search for a third baseman. Are the Yankees about to discover their next big name? Let's discuss all of this right now in this edition of Bronx Bomber News. But before we get started, make sure to like this video if you love Yankees news and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details about the team's future. Your support is crucial for us to keep bringing you the best information. Are the Yankees about to reveal their next big star? With the minor league system going through changes and some talents already shining in the MLB, there's one name that deserves your full attention. Let's talk about the young player who could be the future of the franchise. The Yankees' development system has gone through significant changes in recent years. With so many prospects being promoted to help the main team, the question remains, who will be the next big name to rise? Looking at the past few years, Luis Gil and Austin Wells have already proven their worth. Gil, with his explosive fastball, and Wells, who's a solid catcher and has great offensive potential, have earned their spots in the roster and finished among the top 3 in the AL Rookie of the Year voting. Another name that promises to make an impact soon is Jason Dominguez. He's already shown flashes of his talent before suffering an injury, and now he's gearing up to be the starting left fielder on opening day. With the potential he has, could we see 2 consecutive Rookie of the Year winners wearing the Yankees uniform? But not all news is good when it comes to the development system. To strengthen the main roster, New York had to give up some young talent in strategic trades. Last year, the Yankees brought in Jazz Chisholm Jr., Mark Leiter Jr., and more recently, bullpen star Devin Williams. These moves have strengthened the team in the short term, but they cost part of the depth in the minor leagues. Still, there are promising players in the system. One of the most exciting names is Spencer Jones, an outfielder with a lot of power in his bat. Another young player to watch is Roderick Arias, a talented infielder with great defensive potential. But there's one prospect in particular who could become the face of the Yankees' future, George Lombard Jr. Lombard Jr. has everything to be a key piece of the franchise in the coming years. He comes from a baseball family. His father, George Lombard, played in the MLB and is now a coach. Growing up in this environment, he developed a game knowledge well beyond his age. What makes Lombard Jr. special is the combination of defensive talent and promising offensive skills. He already stands out as a quality defender, which should ensure his rise through the minor leagues. But the big question is, will his bat evolve along with his defense? In 2024, he hit 5 home runs and 25 doubles in 497 plate appearances between Single A and High A. He also showed good control of the strike zone, with a walk rate of 12.3%, an impressive number for such a young player. At 20 years old and 6 feet 2 inches tall, Lombard Jr. is still developing his strength. Many analysts believe that with time, he'll have enough power to be a complete player, impacting both defensively and offensively. But what do you think, Yankees fans? Do you think Lombard Jr. will be the big name for the team in the future? Or will another prospect steal the spotlight? Leave your comment and join the conversation. Looking at the current state of the Yankees, it's clear the team is betting on the present without ignoring the future. The promotion of young players like Gil and Wells shows that the franchise still values its development system. However, the recent trades also highlight that winning now is a priority. Looking at Lombard Jr., I see a player with great potential. He has the tools to be an elite shortstop, but the development of his bat will be crucial to defining his future. If he can improve his strength and maintain his excellent strike zone recognition, he could become a very important name for the Yankees in a few years. Fans always ask, when will we have another young player who makes an immediate impact, like we saw with Aaron Judge? The answer could lie in the coming years, and Lombard Jr. is a strong candidate for that role. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Yankees should invest more in the development of young talent? Or is the right move to keep focusing on trades for ready players? Comment below and join the discussion. Could the Yankees finally find the third baseman they've been searching for? With spring training approaching, a big name has re-entered New York's radar. Let's talk about the real possibility of Nolan Arenado donning the pinstripes. The Yankees' search for a third baseman is far from over, but it seems to be gaining momentum. According to John Denton from MLB.com, the St. Louis Cardinals have resumed trade talks with New York about a potential deal for Nolan Arenado. In addition to the Yankees, the Cardinals have also reached out to the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Arenado, who was once one of the league's best defenders and hitters, is entering his age 34 season and still has 3 years left on his contract with $64 million remaining. However, for a trade to happen, St. Louis will likely have to cover part of that amount. But exactly how much? That's the big question. Another important factor is that Arenado has a full no-trade clause. This means he can refuse any trade if he doesn't want to go to a particular team. He recently used that clause to prevent the Cardinals from sending him to the Astros in December. While the Red Sox have also been mentioned in talks, the Boston team seems more focused on Alex Bregman, who is 3 years younger than Arenado and has worked with manager Alex Cora. The Dodgers, on the other hand, don't seem to have as much interest. With a star-studded lineup and the largest payroll in the MLB, the need to add Arenado doesn't seem as urgent for them. This could leave the Yankees with a clear path. The big question is it worth making this trade? Arenado has had an incredible career, with 10 Gold Glove awards and 8 All-Star selections. However, his numbers have dropped in recent years. His OPS fell from .891 in 2022 to just .719 in 2024, and he hasn't won a Gold Glove in the past 2 seasons. Still, he remains a solid defender and could provide stability at third base, a position the Yankees haven't been able to solidify yet. Additionally, there's another factor to consider. Arenado could reunite with his former Cardinals teammate Paul Goldschmidt, who signed with New York earlier this offseason. The chemistry between them could be a difference maker for the team's success. With Juan Soto and Gleyber Torres leaving, the Yankees have room to spend. But Arenado's arrival would make the lineup even more heavy from the right side. Could that be an issue? Another question is the cost. Would the Yankees be willing to pay a high price for him? Or would the Cardinals ask for less if they agreed to cover part of his salary? Now, I want to know your opinion. Do you think the Yankees should invest in Arenado and secure third base? Or should they look for a younger option? Comment below and join the conversation. And that's it, folks. As we've seen, the Yankees' future is full of promises and important decisions. The search for new talent like George Lombard Jr. and the possibility of bringing in a veteran like Nolan Arenado show that the team is focused on both the present and the future. There's so much at stake, and every move could define the next big phase of the franchise. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think of Lombard Jr.'s talent? And regarding the trade for Arenado, do you think it's time to bring in a veteran for third base? Or should the Yankees continue focusing on the young talents coming up? Leave your comment below. We love hearing from you. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. This way, you'll stay up to date with everything happening in the Yankees world. Let's continue this journey together as a true family of fans, following every step of our team. See you in the next video.